I have a brand new review here for everybody today, and this is for the brand new National Treasure show that is streaming exclusively on Disney Plus. And I want to make sure I hit all of the points on this review. So the first two episodes, here is the good news. It has the exact same look and feel of the movies. And one of the best things about this show is that they got Trevor Rabin back to do the music. It would not be the same without him, which I think is phenomenal. This time around, we have a brand new cast of characters that nobody has seen before. The only person in the first two episodes that comes over from the films is Harvey Keitel. So he is back again in the show and actually plays a very important role in the overall storyline. Now, I'm not going to give the plot away. This is no longer just an American treasure. This is going to be a global type of show with a more global scope. So National Treasure may not be the best description. It is called The Edge of History, and it is pretty interesting. Now, I did a Facebook post. I'm actually going to read what I put on my Facebook post on my issues with the show. For the most part, I really enjoyed it. But Disney cannot help themselves, and I am getting sick and tired of the stuff that they throw into their shows and movies as virtue signaling. All right, so here were the issues that I had with this. This is my exact post. Disney has serious issues. Just watch the first two episodes of the new National Treasure show. For the most part, it is exactly the same feel and look as the films. Trevor Rabin actually came back to do the music. But Disney cannot help themselves with the woke crap and virtue signaling. First, the main group of friends are for non-white people. They don't have any white friends in their group. White people equals bad. Two, they mention the patriarchal hierarchy several times. Three, there's a bathroom scene where one of the female characters follows a male into the men's bathroom and lectures him on fake binary boundaries and gender identity rules. 4, the main girl is here in the U.S. and is not a citizen. They make the fact well known, and she laments on how she always grew up with a backpack under her bed in fear of always being whisked off by the police or having to run from the police. Oh, the sympathy. Disney just cannot make a decent movie or show without the BS thrown in. These things do absolutely nothing in service of the story. Yeah, so I have issues. Disney obviously has issues. They can't stop this, and it's what's plagued every single one of their films. And I've been wanting to talk about this issue for quite some time and just haven't brought it up. I went and saw the whole Buzz Lightyear movie, and there was a whole gay montage in there with a woman who married another woman, which I find in of itself is no big deal, but there was like a 3 or 4 minute montage in the film around that whole issue. The Strange World movie that just came out was also revolved around a gay storyline, and that movie's going to lose $100 to $200 million at the box office. And what's crazy with Buzz Lightyear, the writer came out and said we originally had Buzz was going to have a relationship with somebody. It was that Disney made them come in and change the storyline to meet their agenda. The writer actually came out and talked about this. And what I find fascinating about Disney is they used to make some incredible movies, but now everything is infected with an agenda, some social agenda, which is ridiculous. Now, they'll try to tell you it's all about inclusivity, but it's not about inclusivity. It's about trying to ram something down people's throats, which is absolutely ridiculous. And their stuff is going to continue to fail if they continue to do this. That's not why people go to see these films. It has just gotten over the top bad. And one thing I noticed growing up is that Disney couldn't make a movie with a normal mom and dad household. They were always single parents struggling. But they jumped from single parents to anything but just normal traditional marriage, which is strange that they're pushing everything else. They've never really pushed traditional marriage ever in the history of Disney. It used to be just single parents, and now it's non-traditional stuff, which is very interesting. It's still not the majority of people in the public, and when you start moving away from what the general audience is or is looking for, you're going to lose money. It's just a fact. So If you guys have seen it, what did you guys think? Overall, I'd give the first 2 episodes probably around a 4 out of 5 stars. Except for the stuff I mentioned, I probably would have given it 5 stars. Now, it is going to depend on how the show ends. I don't know how many episodes this first season is, but I will chime in at the end of the season and do a quick wrap up on what I thought of the overall season. So far, the look and the feel is great, but the story is where the issue does have some problems. All right, I do appreciate it. We will see you on the next review.